actually two of them are. So, but the first one is more of a meta one if you're trying to score and you don't have a lock next to you. So with this one, you get up to a 93 driving dunk, I think, and you get the two standard dunk animations. You really only got to use the one that's 40 if you want. I just like having them both if I want them. 80 layup to give you better animations, but it's not necessary. You can drop it. You can get up to a 99 three ball on this build with the cap breakers. It's not necessary, but if you go with this build, do not use shooting specialization. Go with playmaking or finishing. Defense is really hard. You can try that one, and you're just gonna have to wait overtime for it. It's gonna be the longest one to do, but you can do that one. Free throw is good enough. I shoot with one of my builds has a 59 free throw, and I hit that one plenty using KD free throw. There's also Klay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan, and those are some very good ones right off the top of my head. And SGA. Pass accuracy 71 gets you the ball to where you got to get it to. Plenty. Use none pass style, but you can also level this up, and I'll show you with your cap breakers. Once you get that, you can go with like Sabonis, Jokic. There's other pass styles, but it gets to where it gotta get. But you're the primary scorer, so you're not going to be passing it that often. When you do, you'll be able to make the pass. Just use none pass style. Speed with ball, get lightning lines +2 that. These are fine. You can add another two or one or two on here if you want. Ankles, assassins, and handle for days. Either max +1 or max +2 handle for days, or put the +2 cap breakers on there. Then you got a decent perimeter. You're not gonna be able to stop nobody completely, but you at least have some of the badges, and you can always plus them. You'll probably have to plus challenger. On ball minutes isn't as good as it used to be, but you might be sitting corner, so you would just want to +1 challenger. Still is not necessary in this game, but with one cap breaker you'll get this to the 60, and you'll get your interceptor bronze, and that's another one you can plus. So this is not a big defensive threat. This is an offensive threat. You're going to be able to score on anybody. And most people try to hide on defense, so you just hide them on defense. Not going down there for rebounds, don't even go, just run on the fast break. And then you got an 86 speed, because that goes with speed with ball. When you move that one moves. 81 agility, you can bring this down if you want, but this is where I put it at. So you can get it to an 80. All you need is 80 agility and drive and dunk to, I want to say it's 82. Both 80s, that way you can get blur if you want it. Otherwise you can use it for something else. Then no strength, but you can bring that up. I think it goes up to like a 70 something. We'll see when we look at the cap breakers. The build name is 2-way 3-point slasher. So with the cap breakers here, get up to a 93 drive and dunk, which is beautiful, immaculate. Get a lot of dunk animations and gold posterizer. You don't need to worry about any other thing in here besides maybe if you want to add one cap breaker here to get paint prodigy on bronze, and then this one +2 I think gives you Devin Booker, and then another +2 will give you like some Zach LaVine's and DeMar DeRozan layup packages, but those are not necessary. But you can look into that when you do your cap breakers. You can probably do 2s off rip if you want, and then slowly get this done. No, the reason why you wouldn't want to do shooting specialization is because once this hits 99, all your shooting badges will be legend. So it would be a waste because you can't plus any of those badges. Passing, so get you up to an 81. You only really need to go probably 3 cap breakers to get it to 77. There's also a pass style at 79 that I can't think off my head. I want to say it's Jokic or Sabonis. But with the 77, you will have that hit that cap of 76, which gives you a versatile visionary to silver instead of bronze. And then you can hit these ones if you want to get those other Hall of Fame ball handling badges. Speed ball, that's not necessary. You can put them up once you got no more cap breakers to put anywhere else that you want to, but it's not going to change how fast you move with those +2s. It's not going to be a significant boost. Here you can get up to a 94 perimeter, but you will only really necessarily need to get to a 92, which would be, what did I say, 94? Yeah, 94. So you only need these two, which will give you a 89. So yeah, this would be your one that you would want, because that put you at 93, which kind of sucks to make him a perimeter, but you can do that later. But the +1 here first, and then you can worry about this later. If you're doing, I would probably go with the playmaking specialization or finishing. You can get strength, that way you can use strong handle if you want, but it's not necessary. And then you can get more agility and speed to be better on defense. But a lot of this side, the right side, is not what you want to focus on right off rip. Maybe just one cap breaker here to get your interceptor, and then everything else can come later. So I'm gonna run through this one a little bit faster because I tried to get through a lot of the information in the first one. So with this one, you get to a 96 drive and dunk. 71 layup gives you some nice layup animations. I can show you my animations after I show you the builds. This gives you that close shot, and like I said, this gives you that paint prodigy. With this one, did I just change something? Hold on. So with this one, you can do one more thing, because they make you cap out at an 88 3-pointer to get the 96, so you can adjust it to go with the 93 drive and dunk, but I have a shorter wingspan to get you a 93 ball. That's up to you how you want to. I think shooting is just fine with like a 70 plus 3-pointer. This just gives you limitless, so if you want to cap your limitless range and use a cap breaker on it, you can. That's why I did it this way. But so choose which one you want more. I'm a rim runner. I would like to run to the rim and then pass it out, or shoot off the dribble, or sometimes a little bit of leaner, and I do like to pull up for the midi. With this one, you get your midi up to a 93. At 93 gives you the shifty shooter, and you'll also get your set shot specialist Hall of Fame. So that's a good thing. Your dead eye goes up, and you'll be able to pretty much shoot and have a lot of badges, and you wouldn't need to focus on it. You can focus on your shooting or your finishing on this build. I wouldn't do defense because it's just so hard to get up, but if you do shoot and just don't put anything up, maybe put it up to 91. If you really want, you get shifty shooter on gold, and then use your next two to get the Hall of Fame set shot and gold eye, dead eye. I don't know why I said golden eye. Otherwise, use it on finishing. Put your finishing drive and dunk up to 93, and then use the other cap breakers later to get this to a 96 drive and dunk. And that's why I have a 82 vertical, because that's what you need to get some of those 96 and 82 vertical contact dunks. 71's strength, and this will be a +2 if you want to get strong handles on gold. Otherwise, you can leave it the way it is. Also, you get one more point, gives you brick wall. You can bring these up as you need to. The reason I have it on 90 instead of 92, because you save points doing it this way, and you just use 2 cap breakers here to get yours to a 92 to get the challenger on gold. With this, you get bronze glove and interceptor. You can drop this down to 60 if you only want the interceptor, but I figured it's cheap, might as well, and you can plus it. It's better to have the badge than not to have the badge, and you can plus it or slowly levels up with cap breakers. Decent in interior and blocking. You get a little bit slightly better animations than if I had them very low. And then you get the rebound chaser and box out beast on bronze, and it can go up and be I think it reaches like 80 something. We'll see. Two-way mid paint created. You can put these up, and then that'll get you at 93. And you don't have to worry about it later. You can put this one up right away, and then you can do your shooting specialization over time. So it depends on how you want to play it. Either these ones, and then use your specializations for the rest of these. You'll have to use one more, but you use these ones and then get these ones later for your other specialization. Pick and choose whichever one you want. You have a +1 if you want bailout. You can +1 it. If you don't want bailout, then don't worry about it. For these ones, like I said, you can get these up pretty high. That's 70, 80. So you can get to an 80 rebound, which will give you gold rebound chaser. And you can get this all the way up to a, what is this? 70, 80, 87. So you'll be very good. You can get this all the way past 85, which will give you gold interceptor and silver glove. +2 this. So this build is just based off of 4 to 6 cap breakers, depending on where you start in the game. If you're just starting off in the game, I would actually go with these ones first, because you'll be able to contest shots better with the challenger. Then, depending on your specialization, put one of these up. So if you're going shooting specialization, put these up to 2. Put these up by 2. If you're going finishing, put this up by 2. That just makes it easier for you to get better animations, whether it's for the finishing or the shooting, and then you'll be able to complete your specialization slightly better. And those are the main 6 that you will want to put up. Anything after that is up to you and what you want to focus on. Free throw is fine. I've already gave some free throws earlier, and then, like I said, if you want that bailout, then you can put this up 1. Here's where this will give you brick wall. This will give you strong handles on gold. This one is the defense one. This is the one I prefer. This will be my favorite one. Yes, you lose out on the 96 drive and dunk, but you get a 93 ball. This is what I was saying, where you can did it, and you also more defensive on this build, because at 93 drive and dunk, you pretty much can do almost the same things besides some animations that you get at the 96, but you also get more animations at 95 too. So with this one, you start off low with your drive and dunk, but with the cap breakers, you're going to see how far we can get it up. Pretty sure you can get it all the way up to 90. Maybe it's 90. You can get it all the way up to the 95, or is it at 89? It might be 89. Double check it. Same thing with the layups. You get plenty of layups with this animation, and you'll be able to score. You have your physical finisher and your float game, so you can pull off some stuff. Both stand and dunk animations. You start off at the 85 and you plus it. You can get your cap break it and get it all the way up to a 90, so you can get that limitless range silver and deep bomber. So with this build, you will want to probably go with deep bomber, or at least have a custom jump shot with deep bomber. Plenty of midi and free throw. For this one, you're pretty much maxed out on your ball handle and speed, which most people do. If you want to save points, you can drop this down to a 75, but not necessary. You can also drop this down to a 85 if you don't want ankle assassin. I would just use this one. It's not that expensive, but you can also drop it down. Pass accuracy, I've already said this. Go with none pass style, and you still be able to get the ball to where it got to get. So this one can play the 1 or the 2, and even probably the 3 if you need it to be. This is a do-it-all, one time. Make this build your first build, and you don't have to worry the rest of the game. I should have probably put this one first. I'm gonna make a build. I'm gonna make this one by make a video for this one by itself. Then you get a 90 for perimeter defense. You can +1 it to get your Hall of Fame challenger. Interior defense, so you can get your paint patroller and able to block the shot, and also have high flyer denier. This one has a 70 off rip rebounding offensive, so you can get your box out beast, and a 64 just because with perimeter, when you bring up the perimeter defense, it also brings up your defensive rebound. Offensive rebound is cheaper to put up. I would have put this one up to a 70 instead of that, but it's way cheaper to do it this way, and I can actually show you that. You maxed out speed and agility. The strength is already there, so you get the strong handles, and your vertical is already here, so you get a nice vertical +1 it, and that will give you your 87 driving 87 vertical for your contact dunks. This is probably the best build I've seen, and like I said, I would do a video on this one. Probably I'll just use this one for that recording and just chop it up. But that is all the information you would need out of that one. And actually, since this is going to be a two-way three-point shot hunter, so with this build, your cap breakers come out to be, we'll do the simple math. This is 70, 80, 89. So with that, you are able to get the contacts off of 1 and off of 2, and you also get gold silver posterizer, which is really good. This is what I first used all my cap breakers on right off rip. And you have post control, and you can throw that in there to get more sand and dunk, higher layup. If you're gonna go and add to your layups, I would do up to 76 because you get the BAM layup, and he has really good floaters. These are not necessary, but if you want, you can add all these ones to get your versatile visionary to silver. +1 this, and this will give you your challenger Hall of Fame. You don't have to worry about this one. You don't have to worry about these. Only one in here, you could plus these ones too, but not necessary. But only thing on the defense you want to plus is the perimeter defense. You don't have to worry about putting it rebounds up. So only thing on this side of on the right side is your vertical. Add 1 here and 1 to your perimeter defense. I will go perimeter, then I would get this up like 2 or 3 cap breakers, and then add your vertical, because you can add these go to coincide with the vertical and the dunking, or you can do the dunking first, and then once you hit all the cap breakers for those dunking driving dunks, then you put the vertical on, and that way it unlocks all your animations. If you're not a real rim runner like me, what you will want to do is do the first 2 so you can get your posterizer on gold. And once you have, I gold bronze, that way when you do go to the dunk, you at least have some good animations and you'll be able to dunk on people. And then just do your shooting. Pick shooting or finishing specialization. I think I would go with the finishing specialization on this build, just because you could just use all your cap breakers on here, unless you plan on really grinding it out right off a rip. Then use your first 3 and then +2 the last 2, or you can use them on the free throw. You can also use your specialization on physicals. So that is what I got for you, but this would probably be the best build in the game.